everyone. Today is Thursday, July the 29th, 2021, and welcome back to another weather video. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on the heat. It's going to be very hot today, tomorrow, into the weekend. Thankfully, by next week, as I will show, it will get cooler and we will have below average temperatures. So currently, right now, in my area here in Blythewood, South Carolina, it's 86 degrees and it feels like 96 degrees. It is very hot outside. Very warm. The heat index are going to be probably 10 degrees warmer than it is. It's going to be 10 degrees warmer than it is the actual temperature. So let's time out the heat. We do have a lot of heat advisories, especially into Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, some parts of the Midwest are all under a heat advisory, and some places are under an extreme heat warning. So it's going to be very, very hot. So if you have asthma or anything, lung issues, like if you can't breathe in the heat, if you have heat strokes, you have a problem with heat strokes or heat exhaustion, it is going to be very, very warm outside, very hot. So we're going to pinpoint the temperature and the dew point. The dew point is the atmosphere, the amount of moisture in the atmosphere that targets the heat. So as we move into today, you can see even at 12 o'clock, probably 1 hour from now, because it's almost 11 o'clock at the time I'm recording this video, it's going to be already in the 80s. We're talking about temperatures already in the 70s and the 80s. As we move into the rest of today, you can see we have a lot, and I mean a lot of 90s, some places in the 100s, especially in central Georgia. It's going to be very hot. And even into 9 o'clock tonight, some places in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, will reach 100 degrees potentially today. Atlanta, 99 degrees. Charlotte, 97. It's going to be very, very warm. Places down into Florida and near the Gulf Coast are going to be reaching 90 degrees. So that's going to be the coolest part. And up in the mountains, in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, they're going to be in the 80s, the upper 80s, maybe 90 degrees. But even at 9 o'clock at night, it's still going to be very hot. So please, please be prepared. If you're walking, if you're having a picnic, going out shopping, going to eat, please have some sort of kit or something, because it is going to be very hot. I hate summertime. It is so hot. I just can't take the heat anymore. I can't take the heat. So I be inside the house in the air conditioned house because I can't take this heat. This heat is unbearable. I remember back when I was a young kid, back in the late 2000s, I remember it got to 115 degrees outside. And when I was going to the porch because I wanted to play outside, my feet were burning. My feet were burning. My feet were very red. That's how hot it was back in the day. But it's still going to be pretty hot. We're talking about temperatures reaching potentially the century mark, 100 degrees. Then as we move into tomorrow, still going to be very hot. Maybe even more hotter here in Columbia, 101 degrees potentially. The Gulf Coast is going to be back into the 90s, the upper 90s, even some 100s. And even, look at this, this is midnight. Midnight, early Saturday morning, we're still going to be in the 90s potentially in some places in the southeast. So it is not going to be, the nighttime is not going to cool down. It's not going to be cooler than the daytime. So even early in the morning on Saturday, temperature is going to be in the 70s already. That's how you know it's going to be a hot day. And as we go into Saturdays, same thing. But places down into Arkansas reaching the 100 digits, down into South Georgia, 100 digits. So it won't be until Sunday, still the same thing. It won't be until Monday where we actually get a break from the heat. We actually get a break. places into Georgia, we'll see 70s and 80s. South Carolina, much of the state will be in the 80s now instead of the 90s. So we'll have to go through tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But by next week, it should be much, much cooler than it is now. As we go into Tuesday, 90s galore. Some places in the 70s. If you want to escape the heat, you got to go to the mountains up there in the Great Smoky Mountains of North Carolina and Tennessee to escape this heat. But it's going to be hot. As we go into the dew points, the dew points are, as I said, the moisture in the air. How much moisture is in the air? If the atmosphere is very juicy, what is going on in the atmosphere? So as we move into, sorry, that's pivotal weather. As we move into the rest of today, the dew points in the 60s and 70s means the heat index, how hot it actually feels outside, is going to be about 10 degrees bigger than the actual temperature. Then as we move into Friday, still seeing temperatures, dew points in the 70s. And then as we move into Saturday, we'll see some temperatures. Well, I keep saying temperatures, dew points in the 70s. But if you want to escape the humidity, the heat and the humidity, you got to go to the Smoky Mountains. You can see the dew points are in the 50s. When we're talking about dew points in the 50s, in the 40s, we're talking about actual cooler, actual feels good. It feels good outside. It doesn't feel like I'm in the stove, in the oven, burning up. So it actually feels good outside. So if you want to escape the humidity, you got to go up to the mountains, eastern Tennessee, some places in the Atlanta area. We'll see some dew points looking very good. And then as we move into Sunday, finally we'll get a break from the humidity. And then as we move into Monday, still pretty humid into much of the southeast. So we got to be prepared for this heat, especially in the next coming days. Please drink lots of water. Stay out of the heat. Stay in the shade, not directly in the sunlight, because it feels way, way more hotter in the sunlight than in the shade. Thank you for watching this video for today. And I will see you on, what is today? Today is Thursday. Possibly we'll see you on Saturday, if not Sunday. Anyway, thanks for watching this video again. And I will see you on Sunday, August the 1st, the first day of August. Wow, that's crazy how we have just flown by this year. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you on Sunday. Have a good rest of your Thursday. Bye.